What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. I'm Debunk, and this is my single player Let's Play. We're out here on the Bedrock Edition. In the last episode, we extended this guy right here. Let's see if I can jump across. Woo! And down. There we go. We extended my villager trading hall. In the last episode, we also did the hallways and my staircase down over there. And in the last episode, I mentioned that I wanted to build a smelter system, which I have, as you can see here, started working on. And so the way this is going to work, this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to be working on this, and then we'll see how it goes. If I have time, maybe we'll work on something else as well. I do like being able to climb these trees. Anyway, so here's the basic setup. I've got the input ready to go. So this is where the stuff that's going to smelt will all feed down into the individual hoppers, and then when it's done, it'll all come out and come here. And in the back, I've got a set of hoppers set up to feed the fuel in. And so the next step, I started working on this obviously before recording, just because I wanted to build and I wasn't able to record at the time. So the next step is I need to build a bamboo farm, because I want to feed bamboo into these hoppers here as my fuel. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to actually build it, I think, right here, like right in this area. And then hopefully it's kind of tall enough to go in there. And then when I build the building around it, it'll be like a long skinny building here that'll look similar to that one. But then it'll have this like tower on the back for the bamboo, and I think that is how I want to do this. So I am going to work on the little bamboo farm here, and when I've got some progress to show you, I'll come back and we'll show you that, and we'll get going from there. Alright guys, so in the last little clip I showed you the furnace setup I have here for this, what's going to be, I guess I can call this a super smelter, right? And I told you I wanted to build a bamboo farm, which I have done. So here's the bamboo farm. It's on the back. This is a bamboo farm from Silent Whisperer. So it's his design. I'll leave a link for this in the description down below. But basically, we've got two, what are they, dispensers down here to dispense bone meal, which is fed in through these two chests on either side. Feeds the bone meal in, and when I flip it on, if I can do that, bone meal grows, ends up in these hoppers, which will feed it. Let me go down the back here. So those hoppers are basically set up where it feeds it along, so it fills up the furnace, and then this hopper, and then that furnace, and that hopper, and that furnace, and that hopper. It goes all the way across. I put a chest here at the end so that I could have myself a little stock of bamboo, make scaffolding, whatever I need it. And then once this chest gets full, it will then go fill up these hoppers on the top line until it gets back to here, and then it'll be fully backed up. So I have actually run this long enough that all of these hoppers here are all full, and all of the furnaces are full. And I haven't smelted anything here yet, but I've tested it, aside from testing it, I've tested it all, it works. But otherwise I haven't smelted anything here. So, let me see if I can turn this off from down here. Can, good. So the next step here is to make a building around this. And so, just so you have an idea of what my plan is, first of all, I'm going to have to extend this over a little bit farther so that this can be completely inside the building. I'm going to build a building here, and if I go over here to my sugarcane farm, the idea is going to be ultimately to make this building look similar to the front of the sugarcane farm, except there's going to be a door, and it's not going to be glass on the sides. So it's going to, well, maybe that's not the right building to say. Maybe it's going to look like this, but with a door on the front. And then in the back where the bamboo farm is, I think I'm going to make that out of probably not blackstone, either blackstone or this stuff. Why can't I think of it? deep slate. That's what it is. So deep slate. So I'm gonna make it out of one of those two. I'm gonna make a little, like, I want it to be taller and stand out and be distinctly different from the rest of the house. But that way I'll be able to kind of walk down the path, come into the house, do my smelting, have access to the farms, but it'll all be contained inside of a house. So that is the building plan. I'm going to start working on that here in just a moment. Before I do that, though, it has been already a week and a half. Is that right? A week and a half? Yeah, a week and a half already since I released my last video. And so by the time I do release this, it will be 2 weeks since my last video. And I'm going to buy those. The sea pickles too, I think. And what is happening is I have gotten a new job, and I have been preoccupied. Okay then. I have been a little preoccupied with this new job, and it's an awesome job, and I love it. I'm not going to complain about it, but it is taking up a lot of my time, and so that has caused my recording schedule to get messed up. So hopefully within another week or so, once I'm adjusted to this new job, I'll get back to a normal schedule. These guys. So yeah, hopefully I'll get back to a normal schedule here before long, and we'll be back to having videos every week. Yeah, so let me get to working on a building here. And once I do that, I will get back and we'll show that building off to you. So let me work on that. I'll be back shortly. Alright guys, so welcome back. I've built up the building. I like the way it looks. I still need a little bit more texturing here. Still need to add the vines, and I need to texture the roof to put in the tuff. And I need the glow lichen on top still. Need to texture that area there. But let me show you the back. So I wanted to build this out of a color that was different, distinctly different than the rest. And so I built this up with blackstone, and I just don't like it. Don't like it at all. So I'm actually going to tear this down and redo it with granite and brick, and see if I can make that look good. I tried to do it without removing any of this tree, or as little of this tree as possible. So I've kind of dug it in here and done that. So unfortunately, I am going to tear this out and redo it with brick, but it has been far too long since I've released an episode. So I'm going to do this off camera, and I'll show you this after this episode, in the next episode. I need to put one more row of blocks up there. Not sure how I'm going to do that, because these are walls, not actual solid blocks. Yeah, so I still got a little bit of work to do, so I'm going to keep working on this building. But this super short episode in terms of time, but it's just been so long since I've got an episode out. So the good news is my job is going well. I mentioned that in the last clip. So this new job, I'm managing 14 people on my new team, and I'm actually going to be hiring 3 more and taking over a position from a manager who, I mean, he was a good manager, but didn't follow numbers and metrics, and so now I'm having to fix numbers and metrics for the team, and oh, it's a hot mess, but that's okay. This is Minecraft, and you guys don't want to hear about management and new jobs and all that stuff, but it's been a busy couple weeks, guys, but I like the progress on this. Still needs to do some work. Like I said, I'm going to finish this up off camera. I'll show you in the next episode. The next episode, I'm just going to do a chill episode and go just do some exploring. Now that I have netherite and I'm geared up, I have totems, and I have a wool farm, I'm going to revisit the idea of finding an ancient city. Because when I did that earlier in the series, I failed miserably. Last thing I'll talk to you guys about before I sign off is my gear. As you can see, it is absolutely netherite. Because somebody in the comments had said I should go get netherite gear. I do. I just normally use Foxy's pack, which makes this lighter color. Not quite the same color as diamond, but makes it lighter. So I do have all netherite gear for anyone who was curious. So yeah, I'm going to work on some of this off camera. But guys, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you sticking with me here as I've been busy in kind of real life, non-Minecraft life, and had to step away from the game for a few weeks. I can't promise I'm going to be consistent, but I'm going to do my best to be consistent with the video every week. But this job, until I get things under control, is going to be crazy and hectic and take up a lot more time than my previous job took up. So hopefully good things to come, guys. Good things to come. But I'm not ending this world, even if my schedule is inconsistent. I am going to keep pushing out videos and making content and building in this world because I'm having a great time, and I hope you guys are too. So that said, I'm going to end the video here, get this out to you guys, and then hopefully get back on track. Thank you guys so much for your support. Leave me a like if you have enjoyed this, if you're continuing to support the series. I appreciate it, guys. And until next time, bye for now.